Why do I always overthink? Why do I analyze everything so much? Why does my mind never seem to rest and constantly goes over every little detail? Even when I should be relaxing or focusing on something simple, my mind is full of questions and worries, and it just keeps overthinking. Well, this is actually a defense mechanism. When we ask, why do I overthink? Why does my mind analyze everything? We need to understand that this is a natural protective mechanism of the mind. Psychology tells us that our brain is wired to maintain safety and control. When we face an issue, even if it's not that important, our brain starts examining every angle and weighing different possibilities. It works like an internal security system. The brain tries to make sure we don't make mistakes, or if we have made one, and our mind is now preoccupied with it, we don't repeat it again. That feeling of having done something wrong, that regret, comes from this system. But here's the problem. When this system becomes overactive, instead of helping, it creates a cluttered mind, intrusive thoughts, and continuous worry. Instead of giving us mental peace, we get stuck asking, what if this happens? How should I act correctly? Why did I say that? Simply put, our brain acts like an analyst, but sometimes it becomes more sensitive than necessary, making everything seem bigger and more important than it really is, even small and trivial things. Now we understand why our brain scrutinizes everything and why we constantly get caught up in thoughts and analysis. We know the reason. The brain is just trying to protect us. But when this protection turns into intrusive thoughts and a busy mind, it stops helping and starts creating problems. This is where we need to learn how to manage this natural mechanism, not turn it off, but make it work in our favor. To take control of it, we need to follow these 3 steps. Step 1. Identify the intrusive thoughts. The first thing you need to do is pinpoint your intrusive thoughts. You need to understand exactly what's occupying your mind and what's causing your stress and worry. For example, I'm thinking, what if what I said in that group was wrong? What if this project fails? What will happen? Why didn't I do that thing? When you clarify and specify these intrusive thoughts, your brain stops spinning in ambiguity, and you gain more control over your mind. Practical tip: keep a notebook or a sheet of paper next to you, and whenever an intrusive thought appears, quickly write it down. Writing it out helps remove it from your mind and makes it manageable. Step 2. Find the reason behind the intrusive thoughts. Every intrusive thought has a real reason, usually stemming from a past action or decision. Ask yourself, where did this thought come from? What did I do or not do that's making my mind fixate on this? Examples: you said something in a group that you shouldn't have, and now you keep replaying it. You postponed a task and are worried about the possible outcome. Once we find the root cause, our mind doesn't just keep analyzing and worrying, it's ready for effective and proper action. Step 3. Take action and solve it. Once you understand the reason, it's time to take practical steps. Accept the mistake. Admit you made an error without hiding it. This prevents the intrusive thought from repeating. Learn the lesson. Understand what you should do differently next time. Practical action. Create a simple plan so that mistake doesn't happen again. For example, if you said something wrong, next time think before you speak and decide how to respond better. If a task is overdue, plan it and start the same day. With these 3 steps, your mind stops being stuck in a loop of worry and overthinking, and instead focuses on solving problems and achieving calm. Now let's see how these 3 simple steps can be applied to some real-life mental challenges. 1. Feeling regret or self-blame. Step 1. Identify the intrusive thoughts. Why did I say that? Why didn't I do that? Why did I act like that? Step 2. Find the reason. Root cause. A past mistake that your brain wants to prevent from happening again. Your brain repeats these thoughts to help you learn, so next time you act differently, you won't feel the same regret or self-blame. Step 3. Action and solution. Accept your mistake. Blaming yourself does nothing. Learn the lesson. What can you do differently next time? What action or inaction prevents the same outcome? Practical action. Take a small step to prevent the mistake from repeating. For example, write down your mistakes along with solutions in your phone or notebook. Review it before entering a group or revisit it occasionally. 2. Fear of judgment or social anxiety. Step 1. Identify the intrusive thoughts. What if others make fun of me? What if I mess up and everyone notices? How can I appear confident? Step 2. Find the reason. Root cause. Past experiences or natural fear of rejection in social settings. Your brain wants to protect your social safety and avoid that feeling of being excluded, which makes you overly focused on others' judgment. Step 3. Action and solution. Accept that you might make mistakes. Everyone is human. Learn. What strategies boost your confidence next time? Practical action. Practice briefly before social situations. Prepare a few simple points to speak confidently. Most importantly, love and believe in yourself. When you truly value yourself, your confidence increases naturally. 3. Difficulty making decisions or indecision. Step 1. Identify the intrusive thoughts. Which option is the right one? What if I make a mistake? Everything must be perfect. Step 2. Find the reason. Root cause. Fear of making the wrong choice or pressure to be perfect. Your brain tries to predict potential risks to prevent problems, which leads to hesitation and confusion. Step 3. Action and solution. Accept that mistakes are possible. No decision is perfect. Learn. Each experience gives you information for next time. Practical action. Break your decision into small steps and move forward gradually. Even a temporary choice is better than total hesitation. 4. Low self-confidence or feeling inadequate. Step 1. Identify the intrusive thoughts. I'm not good enough. Others are better than me. I can't succeed. Step 2. Find the reason. Root cause. Comparing yourself to others or past experiences that didn't go as planned. Your brain wants to protect you from mistakes or failure, but this can make you underestimate your own abilities. Step 3. Action and solution. Accept that everyone has weaknesses and no one is perfect, but you can improve day by day. Learn. Past experiences show what works better. Practical action. Take a small daily step to boost your confidence. For example, do something to improve yourself. When you actively work on bettering yourself, your confidence grows. 5. Worry about work or projects. Step 1. Identify the intrusive thoughts. If this project fails, everything is lost. My work isn't enough, and the boss will be upset. What if others think I'm incompetent? Step 2. Find the reason. Root cause. Fear of failure or previous experiences where a project didn't go well. Your brain wants to prevent repeating failure, which leads to overthinking. Step 3. Action and solution. Accept that mistakes are possible. It's natural. Learn which parts of the project are riskier and how can you manage them. Practical action. Create a daily plan or checklist and tackle it step by step. Completing even small sections reduces stress in your mind. Now let's move on to the common mistakes most of us make without even realizing it. 10 common mistakes in controlling your thoughts and mind. 1. Directly suppressing thoughts. We try to force ourselves not to think about something, but it usually backfires. 2. Endless analysis. Instead of taking action, we just turn our thoughts over and over. 3. Comparing yourself to others. Constantly measuring yourself against everyone else wears out your mind. 4. Running from your feelings. Instead of facing emotions, we fear them. 5. Excessive self-blame. Every thought that comes up is seen as a weakness. 6. Waiting for a miracle or magic formula. We look for a quick, unrealistic solution. 7. Disorder in daily life. Poor sleep, irregular meals, and chaotic routines make the mind restless. 8. Listening to every outside voice. Every opinion or piece of advice only adds more noise to your mind. 9. Thinking about everything except the present. We either get stuck in the past or worry about the future. 10. Impatience for results. We want our mind to calm down in just a few days, but this process takes time. All right, let's wrap it up. Remember, controlling your mind isn't about magic or secret formulas. There are only 3 important things. 1. Identify the intrusive thought. 2. Find the reason behind it. 3. Find a solution. With just these 3 simple steps, you can take control of your thoughts. Just do it. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button right now to give us energy for the next videos. Share your thoughts in the comments because I really want to know your take on this. And if you want, subscribe so you won't miss the next videos. Produced by Yun. Script and visuals created by a human. Voice narration generated using AI tools.